for the daytime church, thank you, Jimmy, for letting us use the property and everyone for putting it together. Here you go, Clara.
Tell us a dirty joke first.
Good evening.
Come on.
I guess you all know that I am the 13th child in the Costco family. In the early part of my life, it was an unlucky number, but I have reversed that just by being here. As you know, I was sent to an orphanage at 5 years old. When I left the orphanage, I went back to Sulakaut. My life in Sulakaut was not a happy one. However, I was then sent to St. Mary's Academy. When I left St. Mary's Academy, I joined the Royal Canadian Air Force and traveled all over Canada. I was one of the first WDs that went to Greenwood, Nova Scotia, across the rough waters of the Bay of Fundy. When I got out of the Air Force, I went to work for Avey Rowe, and that's where I started a career with IBM. And I worked on the load manifest for the CF-100. It was then that IBM asked me if I would go to Vancouver to set up a few companies, convert them from NCR to IBM. I spent 25 years with IBM. I converted the CPR from NCR to IBM. Many companies, the Penal Institutes in BC.
Penal Institute?
Yes. Front door and back door. After 25 years with IBM, I decided to go into nursing. And as I coined the phrase, I went from heads to tails. The latter I enjoyed. I then joined the Royal Canadian Legion. And I worked up through the ranks of the Royal Canadian Legion from the bottom, from the first, second vice to president. And then I was nominated as a zone commander, where I had 8 auxiliaries, 475 members, doing training, workshops, installation of officers, their honors and awards. At one installation in Bowser, the branch zone commander was Gary Peters, and he had a deputy zone commander called Dick. And he always got Dick to help him through half of his installations. My deputy zone commander was not with me. And when I had to get up and install my officers, which were the president and the executive, I stood up very straight-faced and said, I don't have a Dick to help me, but I'm sure I can get through this on my own. I would like to say, being at this reunion has lifted my heavy heart to see so much love, so much comradeship, so much giving. Leave a legacy, because you have given me the greatest gift by showing your love, and which I want to thank you for that blessing. Thank you.
Thanks, Lady Clara. Now, there's been a lot of people doing a lot of work in this thing, and it's a special day today for one of them, back in the back corner there. Happy birthday, Sheila.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sheila. Happy birthday to you.
There you go, Sheila. I'd like to also thank all of you for coming. You throw a party and nobody shows up, it's really a drag. And you guys all came. Some of you made much more effort than others, but glad everybody made it here. And I don't have much else to say, I don't think. I want to thank the people that organized this thing. It's a lot of work. It didn't just happen. Special thanks to Uncle Jimmy. Always a great working with him. And Clara, thanks for coming to our family. And I don't know if I have anything else to say, Alan? Or Joni?
Mic open for anybody else wants to say it.
Anybody want to say, yeah, anybody want to, this is kind of the closing ceremony, I guess. We're winding it down. Anybody want to, everything they want to say, address the, oh, I want to thank again Marnie. She opened up her house the last week. It's been kind of like Grand Central Station, Marnie and Denny, and Christine's done a lot of work. Thank you all.
Thank Joni and Les and Holly and everybody in the class for the
Yeah, all the organizers, yeah. Here, Al.
Costco initially started this, and he got me on the bandwagon, and I kicked in Sheila, and then we needed somebody to actually do some work because we're too far away. So we got Joni, and Joni has put most of this together. By the way, we just helped her, so she deserves a big hand. Why don't you, Joni, stand up? Where are you? Well, anyway, Joni deserves a big hand because she did the majority of the work for this.
Why do you boss her around so much?
Because I can.
He tried.
Anyway, she deserves, and Leslie, obviously you helped her, but she deserves the biggest hand because she put most of this together. And she had to put up with me, which is tough. But anyway, for Joni and anybody else that helped her. If anybody else wants to say something, feel free, because this is the time to say something.